So, Sri Krishna has previously explained that Arjun, you are not the body which is constantly changing and which is perishable. You are the eternal soul. He also says that the soul is an internal part of God. So that makes it self-evident that the goal of the soul is God realization. That is the ultimate goal of human life. How to reach the supreme destination. The body is made from Maya, from the material energy. It is a part of the world. Now as long as we are in the bodily concept of life, our bodily duties are so important, duties to family, to nation, to community. But the moment you think I am the soul, now you are of the family of God. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva. Your father is God, your mother is God. Tvameva sarvam. You are my everything, O Lord. So the supreme duty now takes priority. And that is your duty to God. The Vedas realize that not everybody will be at this level. You don't start off with a postgraduate degree. You can only start from kindergarten and move up one class at a time. And hence the Vedas have described the worldly duties while we are in the world. But they have also said that once you are established on a spiritual level and have connected with God, then these worldly duties, they start losing importance. Agyayaivam gunan doshan maya dishtana peswakan dharman santyajya sarvan mam bhajet sacha sattamaha. In the Bhagavatam, Sri Krishna says that Uddhav, there are many rules and regulations and do's and don'ts in the scriptures. But their purpose is to help you connect with God. And once that connection is established, you can veritably throw away all these rules and regulations. Naradji says, Vedanapi sanyasyati. Reject all these rules and regulations now. You're established in paradharma, which is bhakti. So there's one aparadharma, your worldly duties, and there is one paradharma, your spiritual duties. In the worldly duties, the Varnashram Dharma talks about 5. Your debt to the ancestors, Pitri Rin. Your debt to the celestial gods who are providing rain, etc. That is Dev Rin. Your debt to all the human beings, to Thomas Edison who invented the electric bulb, etc. So this is the Nririn, your debt to the sages who have been guiding humankind from behind the scenes for so many ages. That is the Rishirin. And your debt to all living beings, the earthworm who fertilizes the soil and the bees who pollinate the plants, that is Bhutarin. So, if somebody doesn't recognize the value of all of these and says, I did it, I am this and I am that, then that person is highly ungrateful doesn't realize that so many people have contributed to where we are today and what we do today. Hence, in the Varnashram Dharma, there are processes to discharge yourself from bhutren. You feed the ants. You must be seeing people going and feeding ants and feeding the birds. You worship the ancestors, and so on and so forth. But then, also the Bhagavatam says, Devarshi bhutapta nrinam pitrinam nakinkaro nayamrini charajan. If one discharges the supreme debt to God, if one waters the root of all creation, then there is no need of fulfilling the debts to everybody else. It's just like if you want the water to reach all the leaves of a tree, you don't have to go and water every leaf, you just water the roots. In this case, the root is Bhagavan. So when you learn to engage in loving devotion to Bhagavan, you are discharged of all these debts.